It's a good movie.
Good evening. Ooh, this really does help my voice. How is everybody?
Awesome.
Thank you for coming out. Ditto to everybody that has spoken so far. This is my first speech. So I'm going to change it up a little bit. I want to start off with a quote that my previous boss, MMA boxer Caleb Odom, once said to me. Cheryl, if you could bottle up your discipline and sell it, it would be worth millions. And I said, the toughest sport in the world to compete in is with yourself. Hello, I am Cheryl Faust. I'm a supervisor with Comcast going on 3 decades now. And I've been competing nationally in women's bodybuilding for over 10 years. Tonight I'd like to share with you how discipline and habits stem from our passion and commitment, and then sticking to a habit. You've heard it said it takes 21 days to form a habit, good or bad. And then seeing the good in the activity. And lastly, I'm going to share some tips on how to get started on a healthy journey. So, good and bad habits are tiny, daily choices that accumulate. Each choice is a small wire that's woven together with hundreds of other little choices that we make to form a strong cable. Eventually, like a child that grows a tiny amount each day, we don't even notice this. I made a choice to get my body into the best shape I could possibly get it into. Years and years ago, I was 27 years old. I started with joining a gym, building muscle, eating 6 meals a day, and drinking tons and tons of water. My colleagues will tell me she's always got water, gallons of water. I entered my first bodybuilding competition in 2005, and I took first place. I can tell you, I was this shy girl, and I still am. That's who I am. I never thought I could do that, but I was hooked on it, and I wanted to go on and be in the Olympia. I competed 2 more times that same year because I wanted to compete on the national stage, which is where I am today, on the national stage. I went on to compete year after year after year after that, and I'm still competing. I have networked myself into the lives and like-minded individuals in the health and fitness industry. I've made so many connections over the years. Bodybuilding is an art to me. It is a sport and an art, but to me it's more of an art. I'm an artist as well, so by the time we realize we have either a good or a bad habit, the habit has us. Most of our daily choices are made automatically without even knowing it. To change a habit, we first need to be aware of them. Then we need to work backwards from the habit to the daily practice that formed it. To change the habit, we need to change those practices. You've heard it said it takes 21 days to form a habit. One of the hardest things people face when they're changing a habit is sticking with the habit after the initial enthusiasm wears off. It's easy to do the habit for a week on anything, even in where we work. We start an initiative, we try it, we're gung-ho for a week, but what about after the 2nd and 3rd week? I can tell you, it gets a lot easier after those weeks, but a lot of people drop the habit too early. Instead, do this. Commit to one small habit for 2 months. Just make it 5 minutes a day, and do it at the same time each day. Having as many reminders set up as possible so that you don't forget. Track the habit on a calendar and a log so you can track your progress. Show up every day and do it. You'll start to master the formation of new habits, which will open up all kinds of changes. My third point is seeing the good in the activity. Discipline is really learning that you don't need some incredible reward. there's inherent good in just doing the activity. For example, if you choose to go eating healthy food, you don't need to make it taste like your favorite dish, your fried food. Those are rewarding foods. Although I do have some sides on how to make, something blah taste really, really good. You can just enjoy the activity. If you choose to exercise, you don't have to have a flat stomach. You don't have to have nice arms. You can just enjoy the activity. So, just to conclude, discipline and habits stem from our passion and commitment. Stick to a habit. See the good in the activity. I just want to show you, I didn't even flip through these slides yet. I don't know how to work this thing, but just kind of talking away.
Okay, Cheryl.
Is it to the left?
We didn't practice that part.
Just pass that. These are just some. This was my last show this past November.
Holy moly.
Wow.
That's me.
Wow.
Is there another or no?
There's another one. That was in 2004, and then this was just at the gym last year. Before and after. Years have gone by. I think there's
You live right.
next one.
One more.
You go past that. Okay, wait. The last slide I'd like to share some tips on. Cut out all fast food, soda, candy, and unhealthy foods in one swoop. I know. Replace them with lean meats, fresh fruit, and vegetables, all cooked from scratch, despite the fact that we're used to using, a microwave and eating out. Do cardio first thing in the morning or before you go to work. If you're going to try some kind of exercise regime, doing your cardio on an empty stomach is fat burning. If you do it after you eat, you're just utilizing the nutrition in your stomach basically for the exercise. You're not doing anything. I'm going to tell you, lift weights, ladies. You'll never get to be looking like what I look like in those pictures. I promise you that. That's something I choose to do, But lifting weights, join a gym, invest in some sort of weight training system. Muscle is your metabolism. Your whole body, every part, even your face has muscles in it. Muscle is what keeps you healthy and burns fat off the body. Treat your body well, and it will serve you well. Never give up.
All right.